Hi there, and welcome to the Strings of Country interview. I'm your host, DK. Now, my guest today started singing when she was a very young girl. And then in 2004, she said, no, I'm going to do this thing professionally. And that's exactly what she did. So she traveled down to Mombasa and joined the band called Mombasa Roots. This lady is also a business woman. How does she combine business and singing? We'll find out in a moment. Christine Ogola is signed up with Lamont International Music Management and Publishing, and her star is rising. Welcome to the show, Christine.
Thank you very much.
Well, something about you. You started singing when you were a little girl. How did that happen? How were you first bitten by the music bug, if I may call it that way?
Well, I come from a very large family, and I have 4 sisters. 2 who are very close to me in terms of age, and we would see something on TV and we would have our own competitions.
Okay.
And that's how we started singing. And for me, it turned out to be something that I really loved to do.
Mm-hmm.
So while they grew out of it,
yeah.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. You know, I love music too. I started singing as a kid as well. I was in a choir, but I'm not in any band now. Maybe with their training, maybe someday I might go professional like you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, how was your experience with the Mombasa Roots back in 2005?
Well, by then I'd only started singing professionally for a year before I joined them. And it was very, very hard to find a band that would take me here in Nairobi because I was very green and very naive. I did not know how the music industry worked. Mm-hmm. And I met somebody who told me, I know somebody who will take you, but they're not in Nairobi, they're in Mombasa. And I told them, I'll go. And so they called me down for an audition. And while it was hard for me, for them, I guess they saw somebody with potential to learn. And they told me, come down, we will teach you what you need to know, and we will help you to grow and become the artist you want to be. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So for most singers, you need somebody to guide you through to break into the music scene. Otherwise, it's pretty hard. Eh?
It's pretty hard when it is just you. Mm-hmm. When you know what you want. I knew from very early on that I wanted to be an all-round singer, not just a recording artist, but somebody who can entertain live.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I knew the only way I could get it is to get into a band somewhere.
Okay.
Yes.
And how was it with the Mombasa Roots? You're a young girl, just joined a band. There are so many night gigs and so on. How did that play out?
Well, joining them, they played every day consistently. So it's like jumping into the water and having to swim immediately. Okay. And it was very demanding, and it was a challenge. But I had really good colleagues who pushed me on and told me not to give up. You know, your first time on stage and people are looking at you and saying, oh, wow,
stage fright,
she can't sing, she can't sing. But it's only because you are full of stage fright, you know. Mm-hmm. But with them, I have to say, in a year, I had changed. I was not the same person who was joining them a year before.
Okay, how had you changed? How did you feel you had grown in that year?
The stage fright was gone.
Okay.
And I had to learn to work in a team because it is a live performance. There are instruments here, left, right, center.
Yes.
You have to learn how to harmonize and how to click so that everything flows.
Okay. Were there any other ladies in the group?
Yes. There was the lead singer. She's called Esther.
Okay.
And she really pushed me to learn what kind of songs are my forte. Okay. It was very interesting, yes, I have to say.
All right. How long were you with them again?
I was with them for 5 years, up until early 2010.
Yes.
That is when I left.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Your most memorable moment in Mombasa with Mombasa Roots before you came back to Nairobi?
I would have to say just the people themselves, the band. That in the 5 years we worked with them, I worked with them.
Yeah.
I think only 3 people left. With my experience with bands in Nairobi, they change their people
quite
very
often.
quick.
Yeah, okay, the turnover is quite fast. Why is that the case?
I think you'd have to give credit where it's due. The manager of that band is called Ibrahim Juma.
Okay.
He's very good.
They're still performing, aren't
they? Yes, they
okay.
still perform. And they made the environment very good, very easy for each one of their members. And I believe if I would not have been with that band, maybe I would not be where I am today.
Okay.
Yes.
So Mombasa Roots is done. Where did you go after that?
So actually, after Mombasa Roots, I only left because I was getting married. Yes, and I had to relocate to Nairobi.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was starting my family, and so I took a break. I took a short break, but while I was here in Nairobi, I joined the Ultimate Band for a short while.
Okay.
And I was with them for a few months, and then I took another break, and then I was back with them. And then I took another break.
Oh, so many breaks. Okay.
And now
yes.
I'm back with the Ultimate Band. I sing with them, and they help me to keep alive what I have about live performance.
Excellent. Yes. And you released a song in 2012, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I came to Nairobi in 2010, I thought to myself, Christine, it's about time you started to follow your own dreams, to do what you really love. And so it was my very, very first experience to see how it works when somebody wants to produce a song, to film the video, and to go out and do all the tamaking that one needs to have your song out there. And it was eye-opening.
Eye-opening, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me something. Here is Christine, young lady, newly married. So you've got your young family, and then you've got your business as well, and singing. How do you manage to combine all that? Well,
I had to put one down because that would be my business.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I thought to myself it would be good to find something else that I love, but music always
tops the list.
Yes.
Okay. And what business was that you were doing, or you still do?
At the moment, I'm trying to pursue my interest in real estate.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I've gone back to school to learn about cosmetics.
Interesting.
Yes, because I would love to have my own brand of cosmetics someday.
You're quite an all-round, aren't you? Somebody told me you're also into, keep fit or something. You like traveling, you like staying fit and so on.
Yes.
How do you still do all those things? Or you think they blend well with your with the music?
I think for this industry you have to keep fit because it's not only your voice you're selling, it's a brand.
You need that stamina to perform for hours and so on and take care of your voice.
Yes. And I believe for me it's an advantage because fitness for me is my second love. Yes.
Okay.
I love it so much. I have to work out. If I don't work out at least twice a week, I feel like there's something wrong.
Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me something, Christine. There's this debate about local music content, whereby media houses will be required to play at least 60% of local music and programming. What's your view on that?
I would have to say, personally, I think it's a step in the right direction for Kenya and for Kenyan musicians. For somebody like me who has a little bit of experience what it means to run around trying to get your song played, to get airplay. I think it is an advantage.
Don't you think people should should just compete with everybody else? If your song is good, to compete with any international song. So why should maybe the local artists get some kind of special treatment? If their songs are good, they play, and that's what happens now. Don't you think it's a bit, maybe not too fair to perhaps the media houses to compel them to play 60% local?
I think for this 60% requirement for the radio stations to be there,
and TV stations to play local music.
I think that it is educational, not just for the radio stations, but for the people themselves, for the urban culture. We are not too much concerned about our own Kenyan music as young people, and I find that to be unfortunate.
Okay.
Yes. So while I do believe that it is good to have everybody on the same level playing field, I think it is a good thing to promote your own.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're saying it's not easy to break into the local music scene generally for any upcoming musician. What does it take? It takes a lot. You need somebody to, to guide you. What else does it take to break into singing?
In my experience, I found that who you know in the industry matters.
That helps.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it determines whether you get this appointment for somebody to listen to your music, and the opportunities which are there, and the doors which will open for you. But if it is just you and you alone, before somebody takes the time to ask you, who are you? Then that is the issue.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Now the song I listened to on my way here, one of your songs, and I think it's fantastic. And before we go for a break, I think we'd like to hear our listeners, our viewers would like to check out the song, and then we'll talk about it when we come back.
Okay.
Well, viewer, you are tuning in to the Strings of Country interview, and my host today is Christine Ogola. And I tell you, this lady's star is rising. Now, before we go for a break, check out this song titled Asante Sana by Christine Ogola.
Don't say goodbye, just say farewell. There's still so much of our story to tell. You have to go, but you and I know the time will pass swiftly, and soon you'll be with me. Asante sana, nimefurahi kukufahamu, nitakukosa, nasikitika. Mungu akubariki, safari njema. Asante sana. Don't ever look back, look straight ahead, 'cause right now all has been done and said. You have to leave, we both have to decide that you can leave behind what's always on your mind. Asante sana, nimefurahi kukufahamu, nitakukosa, nasikitika. Mungu akubariki, safari njema. Asante sana. Asante sana, nimefurahi kukufahamu, nitakukosa, nasikitika. Mungu akubariki, safari njema. Asante sana.